Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share a look at what spring on our little urban homestead looks like with 3 young kids under 4. Spring homestead life is very full and busy and lots of projects to get underway and stay on top of. I'm going to share a day in the life on what this looks like with our tiny quarter-acre lot where we are learning to grow as much of our own food as possible, connect our kids with where their food comes from, and do the best we can with what we currently have access to. If you're new around here, hi, my name's KyAnn, and I share lots of content here around backyard homesteading, cooking from scratch, and intentional daily rhythms for busy moms. If you like that kind of thing, I'd love for you to subscribe and join this little growing YouTube family. And if you're not new around here, thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm so grateful for every video that we spend together. At the time of recording this, lots of things around our little homestead look a little bit crazy and chaotic because we have a lot of different projects underway, and we also had to leave town unexpectedly for about 5 or 6 days when we weren't planning to. And so, as you know, travel in general with young kids often takes a lot longer to reset than it actually takes to get out the door, and then unexpected travel on top of that and trying to arrange things to be taken care of while we're gone, which we were super blessed to have family step in and help us out with that so that we could go and be with our family. But all of those things considered, there's a lot to reset and get to work on. One of the main things that we're spending a lot of time on homestead related wise is gardening. We are spending a lot of time prepping our soil. We have done a garden. This will be our 3rd year, our 3rd garden season. And so the main part of our garden that you see that's kind of like to the front of where the camera is right now, so you can't really see it in the picture, but this fence that we have built out of pallets, we built that a few years ago to outline our garden. And we outlined 6 garden beds that we need to till up, and not completely till up. We're not trying to destroy everything, but we didn't get them covered in the fall like we should have, so there is a lot of weeds and things like that covering a lot of it. So there's a lot of work to be done on those original garden beds that we have, and then we're actually expanding the garden a ton this year. If you have been following my channel, you know that we had dairy goats for about 2 years and we absolutely loved it, and sadly had to rehome them until we get a little bit of a larger lot, hopefully in the future. That's something that we're praying over, but we don't have access to currently. So, you know, we are kind of in the middle with so many of you that comment and let me know that you are also in a neighborhood setting and you aren't able to have as many animals or specific animals that you dream and desire to have one day. We're in that same spot with you. So when we had to rehome our dairy goats, we kind of needed to decide what we were going to use that space for, and we are going to use a small portion of it for our chickens and ducks, but they don't need nearly that entire space that we had for all of the goats, and so we're actually going to use the rest of the space to expand into a garden space. And there will be a bunch of different beds that we have laid out and all of that, but not only are we having to prepare the original beds that we had, but we also have to completely add in this whole new garden area. And what we found when we started out was adding new garden areas take a lot of work because you're obviously tilling up ground that hasn't been worked in quite a long time, if ever. Our ground has been worked in the past because this is a family property, and so I know that they have had gardens here and there's really good soil here, but it still takes a lot of work to use the tools by hand to break everything up and get it ready for planting. So we're spending a lot of our days and time together as a family in the evenings outside in the backyard just preparing these garden spaces. We have a lot of seeds started inside, and we'll be starting more together in this video as well, so that's a whole separate thing with the seed starting side of it. I'm starting a lot more seeds than I've ever started in the past just to go along with this expansion garden project. But a lot of these things you just kind of have to chip away at a little bit of time every day, because with little kids you may not have time to do everything in one sitting. Okay, a brief pause from the video to tell you about Abundance Plus, which was one of my favorite online subscriptions that I have, and it is specifically for homesteaders. So basically, Justin Rhodes, if you've heard of him, which I feel like most people in the homesteading world have, he is incredible and he has put so much amazing homesteading knowledge and resources out into the world. He created this app and subscription service called Abundance Plus, and basically, to boil it down, it's Netflix for homesteaders. So some of my favorite homesteading creators have have partnered up with Justin, and they have created professionally produced shows, just like on Netflix, showing their story, their journey, different pieces of their process. There's a whole bunch of those shows on there. There's also documentaries and master classes that are specific on teaching you how to do different homesteading skills. So things like butchering pigs, butchering cows. There's things about raising sheep, raising milk cows, how to process the milk, freshly milled flour, how to garden, how to design your homestead, how to garden with chickens, how to partner with chickens to use them and utilize them really well in your gardens, how to build a chicken tractor. There's literally so many resources that are specifically for homesteaders. It's so affordable, and it's one of the best subscriptions that we own. We like to sit and watch with our kids. Our kids even are entertained by it, and we all learn really valuable, knowledgeable skills. So even if you are in the process of looking for your homestead, there's so much that you can learn from this. It's been one of the best subscriptions that our family has enjoyed over the past, I think we've had it for like a year and a half now, and we have absolutely loved it. And every time a new show is released, because they're updating it constantly and bringing out new shows and new episodes, we sit down as a family and enjoy it together. I will put the link in the description so you can sign up and get a free trial and try it out for yourself. And I also will put my coupon code so that you can get 10% off your first month. Thank you so much for listening to this brief little interruption, and we'll get back to the video. Camden and Matt are working on this bed, clearing out the weeds and stuff after they tilled it. We're slowly making progress. It's just taking longer than we thought. Most of our original beds tilled up, and then we may need to do it like one more time before we add the compost because things are already growing. And then we have this long bed here. It's mostly outlined. I have to make it a little bit wider, but that's done. And then we need to outline a bed down here at the end of the fence and then all along the back. And then we actually still have the whole big garden to do. So I'm probably gonna come out here in the next couple days during nap time or something and outline the beds. We have it all drawn out and we know the measurements and stuff, but I'm gonna come out and outline it with some stakes so that Matt knows where the beds are gonna go, so that we can each start working on it when we have time, just getting them tilled up and ready to go for planting season. We have hundreds of seedlings already started. I'm a little bit behind on some of the ones that I wanted to get started because we had to leave town unexpectedly last week. So I'm a little bit behind when I wanted to start some of my tomatoes and flowers and things like that, but I do already have hundreds of other seedlings that are already started. So I've gotten a head start on what I normally do this time of year, so I feel good about that. And actually I'm still even now ahead of time. I'm gonna go start my tomatoes and stuff here in just a second. So I'm still ahead of time of what I normally do. So we'll take that. The ducks are getting absolutely huge, as you can tell. They grow seriously like every day. They are just ginormous. Let me see if I can get one and show you guys real quick. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. They sure do run away from us, don't they? Okay. You're okay. This one is the biggest one, and we're kind of hoping that she doesn't turn out to be a boy, just because she's always been the biggest by a lot, but we'll see. We need to, I don't know, they still run away from us quite a bit. We've tried to hold them as much as we can, to really socialize them from the time that they were little ducklings, but they still run away from us. So I don't know, I guess we need to spend some more time holding them. If anyone has any suggestions, let me know. But they are really fun to just watch waddle around, and I can't wait to see how they work in the garden this summer. Okay. Some of the chickens like to hide in this little box that we use to bring them outside in the days, because they spend most of the days outside at this point. It's super nice outside, and they have pretty much all their feathers. So they come outside during the days, and then we bring them in at night. Sorry for the poop and stuff, but when they want to get in the shade or they just want to have a quiet spot, they'll come hide in this little box, and it's so cute. They're getting so big already, as you can tell. It's crazy how fast they change from little chicks to already looking like chickens, just a little bit smaller. And these are the little guys that are already looking big also. I'll have to go on the other side to give you guys a better view.
Bugs.
Yeah, but how many have you seen? How many means like one?
I
I will say, and I say this every spring, but there is something about spring with having a homestead especially, and little kids that is just absolutely magical. Watching us bring baby animals in every year. This year we have chicks and baby ducklings. In the past we've also had baby goats, and watching them run around and then watching your kids get to interact with them. They absolutely love, you know, the new animals and the signs of new life around, watching little plants pop up in the garden, being outside in general, and just the warm days, sitting outside in the sun. My 4-year-old has absolutely loved when she opens the windows and there's sun outside every day lately. She says, "Thank you, Jesus, for the beautiful sunny day." And she says, "Mom, I want to go outside and just sit and enjoy the sun." And it's so cute to watch her enjoy that as well. And then having our youngest start walking. So she's actually walking around the yard with us now, which is really weird that that happened so quickly. I don't know where the time goes, but watching her get to be a part of it. She comes and sits in the garden with us, and obviously she mostly just plays in the dirt at this point. But all of my kids truly enjoy being outside and being a part of this little homestead, and it's so special. This is our green stock station that everything is disassembled and we need to fill up the soil. One of them we never filled last year, so we need to fill that one and get everything planted slowly as the plants get big enough, and then some of the things will be direct sowing as well. And then we have our blueberry bush that we're hoping to really expand our fruit bushes and put them along the fence line this year. You got all those flowers? That's really cool. What are you gonna make it for? Basin.
Not perfect yet, but it is drastically better than what it was.
Is it?
I mean, I'm literally pulling things out that like I'd missed with the hoe. They're still in the ground really good. I'm just hand pulling them out. Like chunks of dirt. Like my hand's an excavator.
Seed starting is another thing that we're spending a lot of time doing. Pretty much every day or couple days I'm starting some more seeds. So I already have hundreds of seedlings that are growing under grow lights, and they seem to be doing fairly well. So we'll see what ends up happening. I am growing a lot more plant starts than I have in the past, and I'm afraid I'm already going to outgrow my grow light setup with the amount of solo cups that I have plants in, and then I need to up pot them from there. So I haven't exactly figured that out yet, but to stay on track with our garden schedule, I need to start more plants. So that's what we're doing here. Yeah, you can help me. I'm going to pour some of this in and then we're going to get it wet. Okay, can you go turn the hose on for me? Do you know how to do that? Yeah.
We have to do it, right?
Yeah.
Hi.
Can you go turn it on?
The ducks have migrated over here.
It's stuck?
I can.
Yep. Put your hand on it and turn. Okay, now we're gonna go back over to the soil. Okay, so we're gonna pour this in here because it's a bigger bucket. Okay? Okay. Do you want to do this? Okay. Do you know how to spray it?
I can't. It's stuck.
Okay, go a little closer.
Whoa. Yes.
Okay. Now leave it off for a second, and I'm gonna use the shovel, and we're gonna make sure.
I'm gonna make you do that.
Okay, go get your shovel from the sand. Go get your shovel from the sandbox. You can come help. Or is there a shovel? Yeah, wherever your shovel is. And then help me stir the water together. Come sit on this side.
What am I to do with it?
Yep, stir it all together. You want to make sure that it's all wet.
All that?
Mm-hmm.
Look at me now.
It's okay. Just stir it. Get it all mixed in there. Yep. Looking good. All right, you want to help me fill some cups?
I'm gonna put some cups. I'm gonna put my stick in here.
Can you hold one hand on the bottom, one hand on the top?
Yeah.
Say hi, chicken.
Hi, Tata. What's that?
Hold her soft.
Baka.
You pet her? No.
A cat.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Here, I'll help. Okay, now you can pet her. Go ahead, I got it.
Oh, really big.
Yeah, don't pull him though. She's getting a lot more, isn't she?
Where is her?
What? These are her feathers.
Who did her?
Oh, that's her comb.
Kids over has her.
Yeah. You wanna let her go? Okay, she'll run. See where she goes? Oh, she likes you. She wants to say bye.
No. I never heard it.
Hold it careful.
But
Not that close. I can't see.
yeah.
I can't see you that close. Almost got it. I haven't seen them all like that in there. I know. You got it? What were they doing? Are they eating bugs? Okay, you can check, that's fine. Be nice to the chick. It's closing its eyes so it can sleep. Knox, quit blowing on it. He doesn't like that. Stop.
Aww. Mommy.
Yeah.
I just supposed to massage him.
Knox, what does she need?
Huggy.
Oh, she needs a hug? Okay. Stop.
Wow.
She can sit on my lap in a second.
I can put in.
Okay, we're gonna put that one in, so that one's ready to go. We'll put it over here.
I need that.
Okay, ready, Freddie? Alright, are you ready to listen with your listening ears?
Yep.
Okay.
No, do not.
Meadow?
Yep. Okay, put some in the middle. Just one or two. Yeah, okay, that's too many. Just one. Pick one and put it right there.
Like you?
No. Okay. Take one and put it right there. Good job. Take another one. Put it right here on the side. Yeah. And then one more.
Okay. That one?
Yeah, and put it right there. Yep, and then put that one up there top too. I will not show up here and say that it is easy to start seeds with toddlers. It is definitely a lesson in patience because especially if you're trying to be conservative on the amount of seeds that you are using, they have little fingers that are really hard to only grab 1 or 2 seeds at a time. It's amazing to see the difference between my 4-year-old and my almost 3-year-old and how many seeds they can grab and just the control they have in planting and things like that. So it definitely takes some patience to involve your kids in tasks around the homestead. That is something that we've really learned. Like, you have to be very intentional to let them help with things because things are going to take longer. mistakes are going to happen, and it's not going to necessarily get done the exact way that you want it to. And that is something that is very true, I feel like, in motherhood overall when you're teaching your kids anything. I think inviting them into these homestead tasks, even when it makes it take longer or it makes it a little bit of a more frustrating process, is really, really important, because it shows them from a young age, one, how much work goes into building a homestead, raising animals, raising food, etc. Like, they know how much work actually goes into that, so that they value those things so much more. When they get, you know, that produce from the garden, or when they get, you know, meat from a meat animal, or they get milk from a dairy animal, etc., they know just how much went into that, and they know the animal and how much it took to raise them. They just know so much more of the behind the scenes of that process that, especially in America, I feel like in common, just everyday society, we just have no idea, and it's really hard to grasp that without showing them that. So I think it really is super, super important. I will mention here that we are chasing around our chickens and ducks because we let them outside for most of the day, and then grabbing them is quite a struggle currently. They have gotten very fast, and it takes us a little bit of time, and it's probably quite amusing for our neighbors to watch us try and gather them up every evening. So I thought you might enjoy some of this footage as well. But I hope that you enjoyed this video and this look into what homestead life in the spring with 3 little kids actually looks like. I would love for you to say hello in the comments, and if you're new around here, definitely subscribe so you can watch future weekly videos. I put out a video every week around this kind of thing, and I would love to have you join this community. And if you're not new around here, thank you so much for joining me for another video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye, friends!